I took the babysitting job because the pay was too good to ignore. $30 an hour, cash. All I had to do was sit in a quiet house from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. and watch one child. When I asked why the shift ended so late, the mother hesitated before answering. He doesn't sleep much. At the time, that didn't sound strange. Some kids have insomnia, some have nightmares. But when I arrived at the house, I realized something about this situation was different. The house stood at the end of a long street where the streetlights barely worked. Tall hedges surrounded the property like walls. When the door opened, the mother greeted me with a tired smile. Her name was Claire. She looked like someone who hadn't slept properly in years. Inside, the house was spotless. Too spotless. No one had slept in it for years. The second room was empty. Guest room. Perfectly clean. But the third room, at the end of the hall, was Oliver's. The door was wide open, just like Claire had instructed. Inside, the lights were off, but the moonlight from the window illuminated the bed. And something else. Scratches. Long, thin scratch marks covering the walls near the ceiling, like something had been crawling across them. That's when Oliver screamed. Not loud, not panicked, just a sharp sound of warning. "Don't close it!" I spun around. My hand had been resting on the bedroom door. I hadn't even realized it. Slowly, I stepped back, leaving it open. The moment I did, something moved inside the room. Not clearly, just a shift in the darkness near the ceiling, like something retreating deeper into the shadows. I hurried back to the living room. Oliver was standing now, facing the hallway. "Did you see them?" he asked. "No, but I had definitely felt something watching." Oliver climbed back into the rocking chair. "They're patient." His voice was quiet again. "They wait until everyone sleeps." I tried to keep calm. "You mean monsters?" Oliver shook his head slowly. "No, they're people." The clock hit midnight. Oliver hadn't blinked once. Not once. I started to notice something strange. The shadows in the hallway were moving, not because of the lights, because something inside them was shifting. Tall shapes stretching along the walls, getting closer, step by step. "Oliver," I whispered. He nodded. "They're almost here." "What do we do?" He looked up at me. "You have to stay awake." "Why?" "Because they only move when someone sleeps." That's when I realized something terrifying. Oliver wasn't staring at me. He was staring at my eyelids, watching, waiting to see if I blinked too long. At 1:18 a.m., I blinked, just once. But when my eyes opened, the hallway was different. The shadows were closer, much closer, and I could see them now. Figures, tall, thin, standing inside the darkness, watching us. Oliver's voice shook slightly. "You almost let them in." "What are they?" He whispered the answer. "They're the ones who forgot how to wake up." The figures took another step, not walking, sliding, closer, closer. Oliver grabbed my wrist. "You can't fall asleep." I nodded, but exhaustion was creeping in. My eyes burned, heavy. At 2:11 a.m., I blinked again, longer this time. When my eyes opened, one of the figures was standing in the hallway entrance, just a few feet away. Its face looked like someone half asleep, eyes barely open, skin gray, smiling. Oliver screamed, "Don't let them see you sleep." I slapped my own face, hard. Pain snapped me awake. The figure froze, then slowly slid backward into the hallway again. 3 more hours passed like that, fighting sleep, fighting blinking, watching shadows move closer every time my eyes closed. Oliver never slept, not even once. At exactly 3 a.m., the front door opened. Claire walked in. The shadows disappeared instantly. The hallway became normal again. Oliver relaxed in the rocking chair. The first time he looked like a child. Claire looked at me carefully. You stayed awake. I nodded weakly. What were those things? She sighed. They're the dreams that never ended. Before leaving, I asked her one last question. How long has Oliver stayed awake? Claire looked down at her son, then whispered something that still keeps me awake at night. Since the night he died. And sometimes, when I try to fall asleep, I swear I see someone standing in my bedroom doorway, waiting for me to blink too long.